Hi, my name is Daniel. I'm 32, and 3 weeks ago, I almost married the wrong woman. I'm not telling this story because I want sympathy. I'm telling it because I honestly don't know what hurts more, the betrayal or the fact that I saw it coming and still hoped I was wrong. So here's what happened. I'm one of those quiet rich types. Co-founder of a cybersecurity startup that took off during the pandemic. My partner and I sold the company for 8 figures and reinvested into a green tech firm that's now valued even higher. But unless you Google me, you wouldn't know. I drive a 2015 Toyota Corolla. I rent a modest apartment, no designer clothes, no flashy watches. I hate attention. That's partly why I made the decision. A dumb one, maybe to keep my wealth a secret when I started dating Vanessa. We met at a friend's birthday party. She was gorgeous, funny, magnetic. The kind of woman who made everyone turn when she entered the room. But more than that, she made me feel seen. On our first date, she asked what I did. I told her I worked in tech. "Oh, like it?" She giggled. I smiled. Something like that. That was enough for her. At first, I thought she liked me for me. But then came the little tests. She mentioned luxury bags she used to own but had to sell. She'd sigh when I took her to normal restaurants instead of high-end rooftop lounges. Once, she joked, "You better be a secret billionaire, Dan, or I'm leaving you for someone who is." She laughed after. I didn't. So I decided to play along. Not to trick her, but to test her. I leaned into the image. Cheap dates, split bills, an old phone with a cracked screen. I even wore the same 3 shirts on rotation. Each time she made a comment, I noted it. Each time she stayed, I told myself, maybe she's not like that. We dated for a year, and despite the red flags, I proposed. Why? I don't know. Maybe I wanted to believe in the version of her I saw in the beginning. We planned a small wedding, or at least I thought we did. Vanessa's vision kept growing. Instagram-worthy venue, designer dress, a gift registry filled with absurd things like $800 champagne beer. I paid for it all, with money I told her I was borrowing from friends. She didn't care, as long as the wedding looked expensive. I almost called it off the night before. Something didn't feel right, but I convinced myself I was just anxious. Then came the wedding day. She looked stunning. I won't lie. For a second, I forgot all my doubts, until she pulled out her phone. Standing in the bridal suite, dress on, makeup perfect, she went live on Instagram. What she said still rings in my head. "Okay guys, I'm about to marry this guy. Who I thought was rich. Turns out, he's basically broke. But hey, at least the ring looks expensive, right? Let us just hope his investor friends show up and give us some actual gifts." She laughed. A few bridesmaids laughed too. I was watching it on a monitor in the hallway. My best man and business partner had pulled it up. "Dude, I told you she gave me gold digger vibes." I didn't respond. I just stared at the screen. That's when I remembered something. The bouquet. The one thing I did upgrade for the wedding. Because hidden in the roses was a camera, and it had been recording everything. If you're still here, thanks for listening. Let me tell you how it ended. Because it didn't end with that live stream. It ended with truth, mine, and hers. As I stood there, watching Vanessa laugh into her phone, mocking me, mocking our wedding, something in me went cold. Not sad, not angry, just done. My best man looked at me. "What do you want to do?" I took a deep breath. "Get the laptop." He raised an eyebrow. "You're really doing this?" "She wanted a show," I said. "Let's give her one." 15 minutes later, we were at the reception tent. Guests had started arriving. Soft jazz played. Champagne was flowing. No one knew what had just happened upstairs. Vanessa hadn't come out yet. I guessed she was still busy fielding likes and comments from her little live stream stunt. I stepped onto the stage, tapped the mic. Good afternoon, everyone. I know we're all excited for the ceremony, but before we begin, I wanted to share something personal. A hush fell over the crowd. Behind me, the projector screen flickered on. My best man queued up the video feed. And there it was. The bouquet footage. A hidden camera, nestled in the bridal flowers, capturing Vanessa's voice as she went live. The sarcasm, the cruelty, the jokes about me being broke. The part where she said, "I'm just here for the optics." Honestly, who even loves their husband these days? People gasped. I heard someone drop their champagne glass. Then I took the mic again. For those who don't know, I'm Daniel Reeve, co-founder of Haventech, and now senior partner at Carbon Core Solutions. I don't usually talk about what I do, because I prefer to be judged by my character, not my wallet. Murmurs rippled across the crowd. Some people were clearly connecting dots. But when you spend a year testing whether someone loves you, or just the idea of what you can give them, this is what it comes down to. I pointed at the screen. Vanessa finally appeared at the back of the tent, dress flaring, phone still in her hand. Her face was white. "Turn it off," she yelled. "This is private." "You can't. It's your live stream." "Vanessa," I said calmly. "You already made it public." She rushed toward the stage. Security stepped in. No one moved to help her. Not even her bridesmaids. Especially not her bridesmaids, several of whom looked completely mortified. Then came the final blow. I turned back to the guests. This isn't a wedding anymore. There won't be a ceremony. And for those wondering if this is a petty revenge stunt, you're absolutely right. But it's also a warning. Don't let people trick you into shrinking yourself just to be accepted. Dante begged to be loved, especially by someone who only loves what they think you can give them. I stepped off the stage to silence. And then, applause. Not wild clapping. Not celebration. Just this slow, stunned, almost respectful applause. Like people had just watched someone break free, and they felt it in their gut. I walked straight out of that venue, left the ring, left the suit, her. 2 days later, someone uploaded the video to YouTube. It went viral. Groom exposes gold digger bride live at wedding. 10 million views in 48 hours. Reddit, TikTok, Twitter, I became a meme, a symbol. Some people said I was cruel. Others said I was a legend. I didn't care. Because for the first time in months, I felt real. Vanessa tried to spin it, claimed it was satire, that she was nervous and acting out. 2 later sponsors dropped her. Her influencer deals dried up. Turns out, marrying rich isn't as simple as picking the right hashtag. As for me, I'm good. Business is booming. My inbox is flooded. Not with girls trying to date me, but people telling me their stories. Men and women who had to expose parts of themselves to be loved, who played small, who got burned. If you're one of them, don't be afraid to know your worth, even if it means walking away in the middle of the happiest day of your life. Because fake love with diamonds is still fake, and real self-respect, that's priceless. Thanks for listening. If you've ever had to expose someone you loved, or walk away from a relationship that looked perfect from the outside, tell me how you did it. I'm still learning too.